Now let's start.
The Frozen North, the name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier, lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak wilderness where barbarian clans and tribes of giants roam the land, and fierce dragons rule the skies. But amidst the frozen savagery stands a bastion of civilization, the city of Neverwinter, jewel of the north. Behind the city's high walls, those both hardy and brave carve out an existence from this bleak land under the guidance and protection of the legendary hero, Lord Nasher Alagonda. Yet there are some things that all the courage in the world cannot stand against. A virulent plague swept the city. A terrible affliction that began in the beggar's nest. Soon, all of Neverwinter would feel the touch of the wailing death. The disease could not be cured. Panic ensued. The streets erupted into violence. The jewel of the North was brought to its knees. To save Neverwinter, Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin of Tyr, and Lord Nasher's right hand, put forth the call for a champion. A rush of would-be heroes answered her call, some drawn by promises of grandeur and glory, others by the lure of gold. Those with the greatest potential were initiated into the academy to train and study under the greatest minds of Neverwinter, all in the hopes a champion might emerge to save the city from the wailing death, and whatever sinister force might be behind it.
Okay, so let's start there. Neverwinter. Month 6, day 2, hour 5. Oh, okay.
Finally, you're up. I was afraid you were going to sleep all day. I guess the instructors work you pretty hard here at the academy. My name's Pavel. I'm one of the new recruits. I just arrived here at the academy this morning.
Can you hear that okay? Is that loud enough? It's true what they say about you? That Lady Aribeth herself ordered the Academy to send you an invitation to come here for training. I've never heard of anyone being invited to train at the Academy before. Usually people are begging to get in. It must be a great honor for you. It is both an honor and a privilege for me to serve Neverwinter. You're pretty modest for someone who's got such high expectations on him. It wasn't quite so easy for me to get into the Academy. I'm sorry. My brother Blim and I were working on one of the nearby farms outside the city when we heard Lady Aribeth had put out a call for heroes to come to the aid of Neverwinter. We knew the city was suffering, but we didn't realize how bad things were until we got here. We arrived just before they sealed the gates and quarantined the city. Thank the gods I got accepted into the academy. I wouldn't want to be out there on the streets with the plague, not with the city guards barely able to keep order anymore. Tell me about your brother. Blim? He's here too, over by the door. He's kind of a know-it-all, but if you ever wanted any advice or hints on adventuring, he's the guy to talk to. Doesn't know that much about the plague, though. Well, I don't know actually that much about the plague. Wailing Death is a plague worse than any recorded in the entire history of Neverwinter. The whole city has been quarantined. Nobody is allowed in or out. The Neverwinter militia do their best to enforce the quarantine, but people don't like being trapped inside the walls of a plague-infested city. That makes sense. Every day, more bodies pile up in the streets, and the citizens move one step closer to panic and open rebellion. Can't say I blame them. It's only been a few months, and already the dead number in the thousands. Can't the clerics and priests do anything to help? Most people have given up any hope in finding a cure for the Wailing Death. Potions and medicinal herbs do nothing, and even the prayers of the city's most powerful clergy have been ineffective. I guess that's why Lady Erebeth ordered the Academy to open its doors to new recruits. The city needs a hero, someone who can save us all from the Wailing Death. Word on the street is that Erebeth is actually working on a cure right here in the Academy, but that's just a rumor, probably not even true. Can you tell me anything else about this plague? I don't know what more I can say about the plague. Everyone in the city is afraid of the Wailing Death. The bodies are piling up in the streets. The citizens are on the verge of panic and open rebellion. So far, there doesn't seem to be any cure, and even the priests can't help those afflicted. I just hope those rumors of cure for the plague turn out to be true. Tell me more about the rumors. I only know what people are saying on the street. Some claim Erebeth has a cure and she's going to start passing it out soon. Others claim she's keeping the cure for herself. Like I said, it's just rumors. Maybe some of the people who've been here at the Academy longer than I have would know about the cure, if there even is one. Is there anything else you can tell me? You would speak to my brother Bim over there by the door if you want some tips on adventuring. Otherwise, you should go see Olgerd in the next room. He's the one in charge of equipping all us recruits for our training. Other than that, I don't know what more to tell you. I'm just a raw recruit here. You're the one who's almost finished his training. Okay, goodbye. Yes, I suppose you need to get on with your training. You probably need to go speak to Olgerd in the next room and get your equipment so you can take the final test and finish training. Yes, I know. Go talk to Bim.
Hey there. I want to talk to you.
Okay. Oh, look. Equipment. Oh, okay. Oh, that's too slow. Nope, not stealth mode. Armoire. Yep, 2 gold. I'll take that. Sure, club. Light I don't need. That. One hit point. No thanks. Cure minor wounds. Inflict. First level spells. Round per level. After the person touched by the caster, presence is completely ignored by nearby creatures for the duration. Find favor, this sounds cool. Caster gains +1 bonus to attack and weapon damage rolls for every 3 caster levels. At least 1 to a maximum of 5. That sounds good. Tropic Shield. 20% miss chance on ranged attacks. Shield of Faith. Yep. Doom. Oh, Doom is the opposite of Bless. All allies within the area effect gain +1 bonus to attack rolls along with +1 on will saves against fear. Nope, that's not the same thing. Cure light wounds. Cure light wounds. Summon creatures cool, but we'll hold off on that.
Hey there, I want to talk to you.
You just hold on there, friend. Faith. Find favor.
I saw you talking to my brother Pavel. My name is Bim. If you want, I can give you a short tutorial on adventuring.
Sure. Just to let you know, you can break out a conversation anytime by hitting escape key on your keyboard or by walking away from the character you're speaking to. Now let's begin with the tutorial. Whenever you left click with your mouse on a creature or object in the game, your character performs a default action. Default left actions include speaking to a person, attacking a monster, opening doors or chests. Go on. Let's talk a little bit about camera control and viewpoints. There are 3 different camera styles you can use when playing Neverwinter Nights. I'm setting you the top-down camera mode to start this tutorial. That's the default setting for the game. Alright, tell me about the others. You're in top-down camera mode right now. To move around in this mode, you use the mouse. Your character will run to any place you click on the screen. You can rotate the camera left or right, zoom in and out using the arrow keys. You can also use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and if you hold the wheel, you can use the mouse to rotate the camera. Go ahead and move around in the top-down menu mode to try it out. Come back and speak to me when you're ready to try the other camera modes. Okay. I'm good.
Okay, you've had a chance to test out the top-down camera mode. Now we'll let you try the chase camera mode.
Okay. Movement in the chase camera mode is the same as in the top-down camera mode. In this mode, the camera automatically rotates and follows you as you move around. As you wish, you can still zoom in and out and rotate left or right, manually using the arrow keys or the mouse wheel. It's switching you to chase mode now. Go ahead and move around in chase mode.
Okay, you've had a chance to test out the chase camera mode. Now we'll let you try the driving camera mode.
Okay. This one's a little different. You still control the camera using the arrow keys, but in driving mode, movement can also be controlled by the keyboard. Oh, okay. W key moves you forward, S key moves you backward, A and T, yeah, WASD. You can also strafe left and right using Q and E. Go ahead and move around in driving camera mode to try it out. Come back and speak to me when you're finished. Whoa, what is that?
Okay then.
Okay
You've had
then.
a chance to try all 3 camera modes now. You can choose between them by selecting Controls from the Options menu.
Stick with top down for right now. Done. Okay, now that you can understand camera modes, let's continue with the tutorial. Okay. You can right-click on any object or creature in the game, including yourself. This is very important to remember, as right-clicking will bring up a menu that lets you access most of your abilities and actions. Try right-clicking on me and bring up the menu, then select the attack icon on the right of the menu to punch me. The attack icon is at 3 o'clock position on the menu.
I want to talk to you again.
My weapon. Ineffective. What?
What?
I want to talk to you again. Okay.
Okay.
Seems like you got the radial menu figured out. Remember, right-click on objects to bring up the radial menu. You can even right-click on yourself to access skills, feats, and other special abilities.
Okay. Take a look at your quick bar at the bottom of the screen. The quick bar is one of the most important features in the game. You should learn to use your quick bar. That's highlighted in green. Bright green. I think it might be important. The quick bar lets you use many of your most important skills, feats, abilities, and items. To use an ability from the quick bar, just hit the corresponding function key from your keyboard or click on the quick bar slot with your mouse. You can pull up a second quick bar by holding down the shift key on shift on your keyboard. Holding shift and press the corresponding function key to access the abilities of your shift quick bar. You can pull up a third quick bar by holding the control key. Hold control and press the corresponding function key to access the abilities displayed on your control quick bar. You can change the abilities on your quick bar by right-clicking on the respective box, assigning a new ability to that function key by using the menu system. Remember, use your quick bar. Now we'll move on to your character sheet if you're ready. Okay. Another important part of the game is your character sheet, which can be accessed by pressing C on your keyboard or by clicking with your mouse on the character sheet icon beneath your character portrait. Hey, look, there it is. The character sheet displays your ability scores in a window on the screen. Ta-da! It also shows other important statistics for your character, such as armor class, and hit points. My AC is 10. Because I don't have any dexterity, and I'm not wearing armor. Any special effects on your character, such as spells or items that affect your stats and give you special immunities or abilities, can be seen by scrolling down to the bottom of your character sheet. Aha! These special effects also are represented by icons that appear on the top of the screen just to the left of your character portrait. That'll be up here. Mousing over these icons will bring up a text description of what effect they represent, like an MMO. In the top of the character sheet window are several tabs. Clicking on these tabs will bring up sheets displaying your skills, feats, and spells. Next, I'll tell you about the pause and play function. If you're ready, I'm ready. In a single player game, pause and play is enabled by default. In a multiplayer game, it's up to the DM whether pause and play will be available to the players. When pause and play is enabled, you can pause the game by pressing the spacebar. While paused, you can select a spell to cast or use a special ability or item with same controls using during actual gameplay. These actions will show up in action queue across the top of the screen in the order you selected them. You can clear the action queue at any time by clicking on the ground. You can also switch equipment, armor, and weapons while in the pause menu, although like the actions in the action queue, these changes won't take effect until normal gameplay resumes. To end pause mode, just press the spacebar again. Got it. Okay, we're almost done with the tutorial now. There's just one last thing left for me to teach you. If you're ready to go on. Yep. We've covered most of the basic controls, so now it's time to focus on how you rest. Resting is an important part of the game. Remember to rest often. Resting heals you, and it lets you prepare spells. It restores any feats or special abilities you may have used up. In order to rest, just left-click on the rest button below your portrait in the upper right corner of the screen. Once you're done resting, come speak to me again. What if I don't wanna? See. Unpause. Oh, I'm supposed to rest. Is it? Oh, that button. Hey, now I have spells. Talk to, examine, cast spell, attack, special attacks. Oh, that's cool. Talk to.
Well, looks like you're all rested and ready to go and complete your training. Just head on through the door and you'll find Olga waiting for you.
Olgerd. Olgerd will help you get your equipment so you can complete your tests at the academy. Is there anything else you need? No, goodbye. Good luck with your training, so-called Clayfist. The instructors at the academy will be happy to give you more lessons on how to play the game specific to your class. If you ever need a refresher course and tutorial, just come and speak to me again. Yeah, I won't need that. Alright, camera's gonna take a little bit getting used to. Olgerd.
Hello there. Come to get yourself some supplies from old Olga, have you? Good idea. Can't have you wandering about the streets naked. Might give the academy a bad name.
Yep, don't make me naked. The city guard are already having enough trouble maintaining control as it is. Plague bodies piled up a dozen deep in the gutters, the wailing death running unchecked through the districts. Horrible, I say. But you've heard all this before, I'm sure. Yeah, like right over there. Hey, I've got some equipment for you. A cleric like you might find it handy in completing your training. Now, if you're ready, I'll give you a tutorial on how to access your inventory so you can use that equipment I just gave you. I'm ready. Okay, to access your inventory, press I on the keyboard or left-click on the inventory icon below your portrait in the upper right corner. We've highlighted the icon for you. That one. No, that's a journal. That one. Go ahead and do that now if you want. It won't interrupt our conversation. I already did that. The top section of the inventory shows equipped items. There are slots for your weapon, shield, armor, belts, capes, rings, and other items. The bottom section of your inventory shows what's stored in your backpack. Notice the 6 tabs on the right hand side. Oh, that's awesome. That's a lot of backpack space. I'm sure it will fill up quickly. Each tab opens another page in the backpack's inventory. To equip items, simply left-click and hold them while dragging them to the appropriate section of the top section. Or you can right-click on an item and choose Equip from the menu. Got it. If you right-click on an item in your inventory, you will see a menu that says Examine option at the top. Selecting this will allow you to learn more about the object. Examine. Studded leather armor. Base AC 3, max dex 4, armor check -1, arcane spell failure we don't care about because we're not arcane spell casting. Okay, there's studded leather. Chain shirt. Yes, that's what we want. We want chain shirt. AC 14. Plus the shield. Plus this mace. Wait, we want the mace? 1d6 bludgeoning. 1d6 bludgeoning. Okay, so they're the same thing. Doesn't matter. We're gonna want these down here. Because healing potions. Okay, continue. When you examine magical items, the item will automatically check your lore skill. If your skill is high enough, you will get a complete description of the properties and abilities of the object. Dang it. I did need lore. If your lore skill is too low to properly identify an item, you will need to receive the fully detailed description when you examine it. Oh, you will not receive the fully detailed description when you examine it. And you cannot use your equipment or equip an item until it is identified. Stores can identify these items for you for a fee. The Identify spell will temporarily increase your lore skill to raise the chances of identifying items when you examine them. Do you understand what I have said about examining items? Yes.
Oh, this might be a good time to teach you how to use the stores in the game. I have some items you might want to purchase. Since you're part of the Academy, you get a special discount rate.
Alright. Are you interested in seeing my store? I'll give you a quick tutorial on how they work, too. Sure. Before we enter the store, let me explain how it works. This is important. You're going to be using stores quite a bit during your adventures. All stores are accessed through dialogue. Just talk to the shopkeeper, tell him you want to see what he has for sale. This will bring up the store inventory menu on the left screen, and your inventory will appear on the right. At the top of the store menu, you will see a different tab for the different types of equipment. Click on a tab and it will bring up the first page of the store menu with that type of equipment. There are arrow buttons in the upper corners of the store menu for scrolling through different inventory pages. On each page, passing the cursor over an item will display the name and cost of that bottom of the menu. If you want more details about the properties of an item, left-click on the Examine icon at the bottom left corner of the menu, and then select the item you wish to learn about. To buy something simple, or simply click and drag it from the store menu to your inventory. This will purchase the item and automatically deduct the gold from your total. Selling items works the same way. Just click and drag the item from your inventory to the store menu and the item will be sold. To identify an item, just click on the Examine icon in the bottom left of the store, then click on the item you need to identify. This will bring up a menu with a picture of the item and an Identify button on the left. Click the Identify button and a confirmation box will appear detailing the cost of the service. To leave the store at any time, simply click your mouse on the bottom, on the X on the top right corner of the store menu. That's about it as far as stores go. So are you interested in seeing my inventory? Sure. Great, I'm sure you'll find my prices most reasonable. When we're done, you'll find the door leading out of the room is unlocked. Alright, what do you got? Clothing and armor. +2. What's my shield? My shield is a +1. Weapons. I do like weapons. How do I not know how to use a battle axe and a warhammer? I am a dwarf. Terrible. Great axe, heavy flail. Scrolls and potions. I identify for 207 gold. Wow. You have no magic items. Thieves' tools. Do you like thieves' tools? Sell this. Sell this. Alright, so that gives me 89 gold. Set of thieves tools include skeleton keys along with the open lock skill to aid in the chance to success. Healer's Kit. Healer's Kit contains various herbs, bandages, salves, and all of which can be used in conjunction with a heal skill to heal wounds, cure poison, and remove diseases. Alright, I think we're gonna need that. And we'll take this too. Your store is terrible. Okay. For the inventory, I don't need that.